Hey. What's up, you guys? It is your girl, Misbehaving. And the name of the channel is Misbehaving is Fun, where I talk about real people, real problems, and real drama. I hope this weather isn't getting any of you down. My Lord, my Lord. 1 minute it's nice and shiny, the sun is out, and the weather is beautiful. And now the next, it's dreary and cool. But I can't complain because I could have never woken up. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? And it is Aries season. Today is Monday, March 31st. The time is 6:23 p.m. on the West Coast, and it is 9:23 p.m. on the East Coast. Y'all know what time it is. It is my time to give my little opinion of last night episode of Real Housewives of Kenya. Hey, Sassy Brown, how you doing, boo? Real Housewives of Kenya, honey, at this point, they might as well change it from Real Housewives of Atlanta to the Real Heauxs of Atlanta. Because, honey, Bravo loves supporting pistol packing escorts. But, honey, we need justice for Kenya Moore. Now, see, I ain't even talk about nobody. I ain't even talk about Brit. I already knew what I heard last year in the summer. And as a member of Team Twirl, I was disappointed in Kenya's actions. I really was. But baby, we are only 4 episodes in. And Brit is doing the most. And after last night's episode, you mean to tell me that girl got the cutting up, and that girl that I'm referring to is Brit Body Count Eady. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call her, because everybody want to talk about how she was an escort when y'all know doggone well the word escort is just a nice way of saying hoe. The word escort is a nice way of saying hoe. Honey, I don't need to do no copyright disclaimer because it's already in the description box. Honey, I do not own the rights to the images of the Kenya Moore. And any time that I discuss Real Housewives of Atlanta, the only person that you will see up on the screen is Kenya Moore. Because, honey, Bravo is doing our girl dirty. Bravo is doing our girl dirty. But anyway, baby, I digress. Brit is just doing way too much. I don't like some of the commentary that I'm hearing from folks. Okay, I was over there tiptoeing in Carlos' neck of the woods. I got there late, but honey, I did not like the commentary that I heard from Dustin. Now, Dustin claims he don't dislike Kenya, but y'all gonna have to stop revising history and trying to act like Kenya Moore is some horrible person. Kenya Moore has often been picked on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, y'all got the nasty side of Kenya because when the girls ganged up on Kenya, she ain't have no choice but to fight them heifers to get them up off of her. She ain't have no choice. And see, the problem that so many people didn't like her is because Kenya was quick-witted. So when them heifers ganged up on her, try to embarrass her, make fun of the fact that she couldn't have a child at the time, or didn't have a man, and so on and so forth, they made fun. It wasn't never no one-on-one. It was always a group of them. You had Nene, Portia, Phaedra, and Candy, and you had Cynthia. All of them ganged up on Kenya, and Kenya always stood her ground, and she got back with each and every one of them. Then, some kind of way, when the tables get turned and it's on the other women, now the other women want to cry. Nene was the first to start crying. Hey, Miss Bug, how you doing, boo? Nene was the first to start crying and whining and up here talking about they picking on me and it's an alliance. They have an alliance against me, Cynthia, Kenya, and Candy. See, it's fine when everybody was picking on Kenya, but as soon as the table turned, everybody born and whine. But anyway, I'm not gonna go back into the past. We gonna deal with what's current. Season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta in the years 2025. Let me tell y'all something. As a fan of Kenya Moore, I was disappointed. But honey, after seeing how that got daggone girl Brit Body Count Eady and cut the hook up on this daggone show, and then want to talk about a pistol. The girl want to talk about a pistol. Hey, Lady B, baby, bye. See, honey, folks know Kenya might be from Detroit, but Kenya is not really with the business. Kenya not really finna get buck like that with most folks. And then, furthermore, it wasn't even anything to get upset for. That girl is crazy. Brit is crazy and deranged. Yes, she is. Brit is crazy and deranged. But you want to talk about a pistol? And then Kenya went to Bravo. She went to the production company and Bravo, her employers. They had the cameras there. We all heard the audio. And didn't nobody do nothing? Didn't nobody do nothing? Didn't nobody want to step in to make this woman feel safe on a show that she's been on and help make millions upon millions of dollars? Nobody wanted to step in. Then y'all want to get mad that the woman and went and had a show and showed some photos. We ain't even seen no photos. But won't y'all sit back? Smart people, critical thinkers, logical thinkers. If the photos were so bad and this is so horrible that they had to pull Kenya off the air, Kenya's not in any of the advertisement. Kenya doesn't even have a professional a confessional, but they gave Ralph a confessional. He over there looking like a bootleg Martell Hope from Love and Marriage Huntsville. But anyway, let me get back to here. They don't want to put Kenya in none of the advertisement. Kenya doesn't have a confessional, but yet y'all want to use this storyline of how Kenya then showed some photos of Brit Eady that was easily available and accessible to anyone that was willing to buy a membership to get these photos and see them. Now, I'm going to tell you now, if Kenya didn't went to Bravo and production about that girl talking about a pistol and they didn't want to do nothing, and now Kenya didn't took it in her hands and she got low down in gutter, I say good for her. Good for her. Now, I was disappointed at the time when it happened, but I can understand because y'all can't tell nobody how to react or how to respond when they get real angry. So that if anything, both of them should have been suspended. Yes, Miss Bug, you said Brit should have been fired. I don't think she should. You know what? My thing is this. I don't how can I put this? I feel it's unfair that Kenya was the only one to get punished. Now, the only solace that I have in this after watching last night's episode is that they say that Kenya is still getting paid. But my thing is this: are they paying Kenya for the entire season as if she never was taken off the air? Or are they only paying her for each episode that she appears in? Because Kenya was the one that was hurt. And if they decided not to step in to do anything when that girl got to talking about a daggone pistol and calling Kenya all out her name and acting like she want to get bucked just because Kenya called you a peasant, child, Kenya told Portia she don't know what she's saying unless it's a dick in her mouth. But you ain't see Portia pulling out no weapon. Girl, you better miss me with that. You better miss me with that. Honey, this is the Real Heauxs of Atlanta. That's what this series has turned into. And Mia Thornton from Real Housewives of Potomac, honey, she had fit right on in. Plastic surgery, whole profile, and all. These, honey, Bravo don't like educated, classy, beautiful black women. Bravo like black women that are slutty, less than smart, and got a little scamming to them. That's what Bravo likes, honey. Baby, bye. Ooh, I am telling you, honey, we ain't gonna be here all night because I'm just giving my opinion. I am standing with Kenya Moore. And I meant it. When they are no longer showing Kenya on the show, you best believe I'm not tuning in to that daggone show. I don't even care, because all of them fake. Because if you ask me, they using this whole situation with Kenya and Brit to take the attention off of Portia. Now, y'all cannot act like y'all don't remember. It was all in the newspapers all last summer about how Simon was a scammer, bank fraud, in here and entered America multiple times under multiple aliases. And then what Portia do? Try to hurry up and run off and divorce the man a couple of days after Valentine's Day, after she posted he was the love of her life. But ain't nobody asking no questions about what's going on with her and Simon. Ain't nobody asked no question. Hell, Angela Oakley, honey, she was too nice for me, because when Portia got to talking about, I heard some stuff about your husband, I would have told Portia, I said, yeah, and I've heard a bunch about yours. Is it true? When did you first learn of him being a scammer and not being worth $40 million? Because last year ain't the first time that those accusations have been floating around here in these YouTube streets. Now, I know Tisa Tell likes to pretend like it's brand new news, but she was the main one that had broke the news several years ago when it first happened, when Portia and Simon first got together, when Simon left Fallon. Tisha Tells even had Fallon up on her show, interviewed her, and how Fallon said he had fake businesses. So it wasn't a surprise when the news came out last year that the man was a scammer. Hell, I'm not even a private investigator. I'm just up on YouTube creeping through these streets. So if I was able to find out that information, you mean to tell me Bravo, NBC, Universal had no knowledge of Simon's scammy ways? Honey, they just had Portia off the air for a while just to try to rebuild her image, because even a lot of Portia's fans did not like the fact that here you are on a show, whether you knew this woman or not, but you done went up in this woman's house, then you done got with her husband and married him. Like, that's cute. But what did y'all expect from a woman that's loose as a goose? Portia got up on here proudly calling herself the princess of Thailandia. For those of you that are too educated and not versed in hood behavior or terminology, thought, Thot, that hoe over there, that's what that means. And Portia was proudly proclaiming herself to be the princess of Thailandia, busting and open, twerking, all kind of stuff. Honey, I'm telling y'all, Nene had it wrong. Nene said, well, then again, Nene might have had it partially right, but it wasn't Kenya Moore that was declassing the show. It was Portia Williams that was declassing the show. Portia then did a whole bunch of nasty hoish stuff, and now you got a new group that then came on in. Honey, Brit should have been disciplined as well. It should not have just been Kenya Moore. It should not have been. And honey, and then y'all want to act like y'all gonna show something next Saturday, next Sunday. What you gonna show? Is it gonna be blurred out? Because I, for the life of me, I don't even understand how the girl is this bothered with Kenya. We haven't seen anything. At least I haven't seen anything, and I don't care if I am a member of Team Twirl. If I saw Kenya doing something, I'd call it on out. But I haven't seen nothing for this woman to justify this reaction or warrant this reaction from Brit. Then why do you want to hug somebody anyway? You talking about she got an issue with you, but she fiending to get a hug from Kenya. And I'm gonna need y'all to quit talking about it's the fans. That's what happened when you let a fan get on the show. Baby, in this day and time, as long as Real Housewives of Atlanta has been on the air, chances are everybody has seen the show and everybody is a fan of someone. But they just need to come on and show their authentic self. So all I know is y'all see lately the stories coming about Angela Oakley and Charles supposedly having a child. outside their marriage, and Angela chose to stay with him. So apparently that may be coming to the show. I don't know. But I tell you what, would nobody be talking about my personal business if I can't talk about yours? Because I would be on Portia head top every chance I got. You would not be able to sit up here and create this false beef with Shamia. No, you would not. And I need y'all to quit acting like Shamia is so innocent. Now she done came on here and she being cute and she supposedly and her husband worth millions of dollars. But you want to be up on this show twerking and busting your butt open and opening your mouth like you're giving head and all this other stuff. Shamia know what type of person Portia is, and Portia know what type of person Shamia is. They are one and the same. Y'all talking about how Portia was never a friend to Shamia. Shamia is aware of that. Shamia stayed friends with Portia because Portia was the it girl on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she wanted a close association with her. So, honey, I don't know what the rest of this show got to show us, but I'm telling y'all, when Kenya go, I am going out too. And I don't care what nobody says. Yes, I was disappointed in the beginning with Kenya for her actions, but baby, if your job not gonna protect you, you do whatever you need to do to get a hoe up off of you. Now I'm hey. It's bad that you lost your job, but if memory serves me correctly, I'd be suing too. Because I'd be damned. Somebody get to talking about they got a pistol and my job, you don't want to protect me and you gonna keep this newcomer. Who is Brit sleeping with over there at Bravo? Which one of the Bravo executive is Brit sleeping with? I I don't know. I don't know because none of this makes any sense to me. But I definitely know that Bravo had it out for Kenya ever since she did that interview with Carlos King. And if you have not seen the interview, y'all head over to Carlos King channel. He did a video. It was two parts. It's two videos where he interviewed Kenya, and Kenya talked about how she was unappreciated over there at Bravo. So you know them folks, they're gonna get you and tear you down the best way that they can, the best way that they can. But anyway, that's all I had to say, y'all, because it's almost 20 minutes. I got things to do. I just had to give my opinion. I was going to wait till later on, but hell, y'all know how I get. If I don't make a video then, I ain't going to make one. But y'all, thank y'all for coming on up over here and hanging with your girl, Misbehaving. And y'all be safe out here in these YouTube streets. Because baby, I've been tiptoeing a little bit. But some of the stuff I can't even listen to and watch. Because, baby, everybody is on this YouTube pretending and acting. Everybody is on this YouTube pretending and acting. Honey, it's like, everything you see is fake news. It is fake news. And everybody has a role that they play. They just need to go back to acting schools. That's all I say. But anyway, I am your girl Misbehaving, and the name of the channel is Misbehaving is Fun, where I talk about real people, real problems, and real drama. And contrary to popular belief, celebrities are real people too. Baby, ain't nobody mad but the devil. And if you find yourself being mad at anything that Misbehaving had to say, baby, chances are the devil is you. Go ahead, hit like, subscribe if you have not already done so. And if you're a member of the Replay Gang, I want to say thank you very much because I'm a little blogger, but my presence felt like a big dog. Have a beautiful evening, y'all. Y'all be safe. Good night.